Hello, for today's review I've got a pretty unusual gadget. At the first sight you can think that it's just yet another USB-C digital to analog converter, but you know, this time it was made by people who spend a little time thinking how do users use their smartphones and how the USB digital to analog converter created for the smartphones should look like. So company's name is Sybasonic or Sybasonic, and device name is Byta, and I don't know what this triangle means. Sometimes they use digit 4 for it, but I'm not sure is it 4. Anyway, Sybasonic Byta, really interesting digital to analog converter. I don't know the exact price. It's targeted to be about $50, so it's created to be affordable. And let's have a closer look. Package is pretty basic, as you can see, just some plastic wrap, really minimalistic. On the back side there is some information, so BES Technic BS3100 digital to analog converter chipset. To be honest, have no idea what is this chipset. Max 97220AA, it's pretty good low power op-amp, pretty commonly used in small devices with limited power. And what is interesting here, it supports quick charge 4 and power delivery 3.0. So yes, it's finally the digital to analog converter that you can use while charging. We'll show this aspect a bit later. So it has built-in equalizer with 3 settings, actually 4, but fourth one is no equalizer. What else is important? 125 milliwatts per channel, so really good. Pretty low total harmonic distortion and good crosstalk, so pretty nice specs. So designed in Hong Kong, made in China, and let's proceed with opening. Inside everything is pretty traditional, so LED display, so there are 3 LEDs. It supports currently selected equalizer and selected and signals resolution, so 44 kHz, 48 and 96. So they named this audiophile, clarity and gaming. I don't know how they relate, but probably you know it's not, that doesn't mean that 44.1 is audiophile, it's just equalizer presets, they name this way. I will add a picture with these preset meanings, but basically these presets are V-shaped, bass boost and hugely bass boost. So here it is, it's small, it's made to be attached to the smartphone and kept this way. So regular USB-C connector just to plug it, and here is 3.5mm output. It supports also 4-pole jack with talk control and remote control, with microphone and remote control. It has built-in microphone, so you can use it, I don't know actually how it could improve the sound of the smartphone, but probably regular smartphones have good sound quality. But maybe there could be some usage of this microphone. And USB port, so it supports both data and charging. So when you use it, for example, for gaming, you can charge your smartphone at the same time, or during long listening sessions. It's actually a nice feature. Or for example, if you bought something like Tempotec what was the index of that Tempotec DAB? V1A, and you use it as digital transport, for example. Not digital, you use it as a transport, and you can charge it while it will be connected to your amplifier. So basically there are a lot of usages of this separate USB port. Here are 3 LED indicators showing current equalizer mode and signal resolution, and this LED shows charging. pink for regular charging and red for quick charge, or vice versa, I don't remember. And there is a button, you click it and it cycles through all the equalizer presets. So basically I don't have smartphone with USB-C, so just FIO. So we turn it on, it boots up and it's ready and functional, and clicking it changes the preset and no presets. So as you can see, it's pretty convenient. Maybe it's a bit fragile, so you need to be careful keeping it in your pocket, but I think it can be applied to any USB digital to analog converter. But this time the creators thought about the not only music listening usages. Of course, it drains power from your smartphone, and comparing with regular music listening, it increasing drain speed up to 30%. About increase of battery drain is about 30%. So basically, without it, you listen to music for 12 hours. With it, it will be like 8 hours. I'm not good in math. Probably it's not 30%, but or not 30% increase, but the order of magnitude is somewhere here. And of course, let's talk about the sound. As a transport, I will use FIO M11 Pro. I don't have any USB-C smartphone, but I don't think that digital transport makes any difference. What actually make difference, it's software players used. The best result I've got with iBasso DX160 and UAPP. Usually UAPP is the best solution when you need to use some external digital to analog converters, but sometimes of course Neutron is also pretty okay solution. As for the illustration, I will use Noble Audio Han and a few additional notes before we proceed to the sound. So as you can see, they made a bit angled jack. Not sure will it make any change, or it's just a software feature, sorry, not software, it's just a design element, so I don't think it will make any difference. Maybe with some really big jacks, angled direction could be used, or if you're using some big and bulky USB-C cable connector. So few additional notes. First one, there is a slight background noise, so it's probably not the best choice for the sensitive in-ear monitors, but it was the decision that was made on purpose, because creators targeted as a main audience full-size headphones, and they've decided that extra power will be more usable than black background for sensitive in-ear monitors. For example, with Noble Han, noise is on the low level, audible but on the low level. Also, please keep in mind that there is a click when you connect it, so it's better to connect it without first and then connect the earphones. And also keep in mind that this thing is powerful, and accidentally turning volume high could be harmful for your ears or for your earphones and for your budget. So not sure which one will make you suffer more, so it's better to be careful and use it on the low listening volumes. And speaking about the sound, of course, I will describe the sound without equalizer, so in pure form, or how to name it. So basically it's a pretty good solution. Of course, it's a bit simpler comparing with, I don't know, iBasso DC01 for example, but it was done this way because they wanted to create not the maximum resolution, but more universal device and with more power. So actually, let's proceed step by step. Low frequencies are impactful and it's noticeable. You can You have a lot of power, and because of that, bass is nice, well controlled, and it's always present. It has good depth, not maximum, but nice. And what is important for the bass heads, you will have 3 equalizer options. Each of them boost bass at different amounts. So probably, if I remember right, the third one is maximum boost with lot of low frequencies. So if you're a fan of low frequencies, you can enable it and it will do the trick. And also this option is really nice for some casual games. I'm not a gamer and not even a mobile gamer, so I'm not sure how it will behave in some serious mobile games. I know that it's sounding a bit oxymoron, but anyway, there is Fortnite and other games like that, so I'm not sure how it will behave with 3-dimensional positioning or something like that. But in casual games like some scroll shooters that I like, it gives you good explosions, good shots and so on. But as currently my main game is Plug You Inc., I'm not a big user of mobile gaming digital tonal converters, but probably I think this thing will be a good option for the gaming. So bass is well controlled, don't expect superb resolution, but it's nice, and probably it's better than regular dongle that is bundled with many smartphones. So a bit improvement in texturing, a bit improvement in clarity, a bit improvement in response, and if you need it, a big improvement in the amount if you like it. And as an example, I've got Diesel Power by the Prodigy. It's kind of like my #1 test track for heavy bass, and this thing could rumble really in really impressive way, even with some full-size headphones. Maybe not the toughest ones, but with regular it behaves well, especially if you activate the equalizer. So let me actually show it. It's turned on, and if you press, the LED shows different equalizer presets. And mids has normal resolution, so once again not super resolving, not focused on the micro contrast, but normal resolution, decent weight, good balance of micro contrast and macro dynamics. So it's also improvement over the regular adapters, but maybe a tiny step behind the so-called audiophilic digital tonal converters. But it's sounding really enjoyable and pretty forgiving to the quality of the record. So for streaming media, for not something properly recorded, it's a really decent choice. And one of the most noticeable improvements over the regular adapters, it's the stage. It's about average in width and below average in depth, but comparing with regular adapters, it's really step forward in terms of depth and in terms of layering. And as an example, for the mids, I've got Rush, Jacob's Ladder. Well, it's classical Rush with a lot of complex guitars, drums. Well, it's Rush, it's bass, guitar, drums. So, but of course, really a lot of things happening during this track. So it requires nice resolution, and this tiny thing will give it to you. Of course, it won't unveil the full potential of this track, but to get the full potential and everything like in a proper way, you will need something like M11 itself. And treble actually is probably the most simplified part here, so it's lacking a bit of extension, and it's also a bit softened, so I'm not sure was it done on purpose or accidentally, but treble is polite, it has a pretty good sense of realism, so it's not sounding too harsh or too metallic, but it's lacking extension and overtones. But of course it's comparing with some audiophilic digital tonal converters, not comparing with regular smartphones. For regular smartphones it's also a common situation, and even in treble area it can give you a bit of improvement. And actually, what else I can say about the treble? So if you're treble sensitive, probably it could be a good option for you. Also, one of these equalizer settings also boosts treble a little bit, adding a bit of additional clarity. And as an example for the treble, I've got Sting, Englishman in New York, and as usual Sting means good percussion, and this tiny gadget plays percussion pretty realistic, so don't expect some overtones and some super high pitched notes, but it plays percussion nicely and it doesn't sounding fatiguing or exaggerated in terms of treble. So once again, to summarize everything, pretty natural, with normal resolution, with improvements in staging, and one of the most valuable things here is equalizer that allows you to boost treble. It's really powerful, so it will drive vast majority of full-size headphones too without any problems, but with sensitive in-ear monitors there will be a bit of background noise. Speaking about the conversions, iBasso dongles are more resolving, and also Meizu Hi-Fi DAC Pro, so if you need maximum resolution and neutrality, go for that solutions. But if you like the idea of equalizer, or if you need charging, or if you need what else you will need, if you need a microphone or other features that this tiny digital converter gives, it will be a really decent option. Anyway, it's a sonic improvement over the regular adapters of regular smartphones, and probably, you know, it's somewhere comparable with let's say X-Duo Link, so about the same in terms of level, maybe actually about the same in terms of level. So it was Byta digital to analog converter made by Sybasonic, and I really like the idea, and I really like that they've selected such an unusual gadget as a debut product, and they've implemented a really interesting thing. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.